What's up everybody? So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can customize your phone and have it go from this to this using vinyl wrap. If you're like me who is constantly dropping their phone, then wrapping it will make it look new and unique while covering up any bumps or scratches it may have. I'm gonna begin by cleaning the back with rubbing alcohol and a clean rag, wiping off any dirt to start off with a clean surface. I make sure to dry it using my heat gun on the lowest setting. Too much heat on any electronic will damage it, so try at your own risk. Earlier, I used my vinyl cutter to cut out this Apple logo, which will give the final results a raised embossed texture. I squeegeed the vinyl back and forth so it could better bond with the phone. I peeled the backing from the vinyl slowly and make sure that the letters stick properly onto the phone. I also cut out this circle that will cover my camera flash. This will give me a good reference on where to cut later since the flash on this phone is hidden under glass. I try to center this piece as best as I can, so when I begin to cut, I only cut around the intended area. I'll be using 3M vinyl for this project, and links will be in the description down below. I removed the clear film from the front side and peeled the backing to expose the adhesive side I'll use to begin wrapping the phone. I cover the back of the phone and make sure to have enough material to pull from on each side, and begin to squeegee the back. Use your squeegee to push out any air bubbles. If you don't have a squeegee, it's alright. You can use a credit card or plastic ID. Try to get the back as smooth as possible for a more professional finish. I'll apply heat to the corners first. The heat will make the vinyl easier to work with. I make sure to pull with enough pressure so that the vinyl conforms to the shape of the phone. Vinyl is strong, so don't be scared to pull hard. You can also mold the vinyl without heat, but since I'm still new to this, I'm still learning and improving my techniques. And while I did say the vinyl is strong, if the surface area you're pulling from is small, it can rip like it did here. To avoid any ripping or tearing, make sure you have enough material to pull from and don't pull from a single spot on the vinyl. After all the corners are done, I do each side using the heat gun to make the vinyl conform to the phone, and pulling to get rid of any creases. After I'm done wrapping, I'll use my nail to score out the area I'll cut using my X-Acto knife. When cutting, I am not pressing down with heavy pressure. I am letting my hand glide while letting the tip of the blade do all the work. It's important to note that you should use a new blade for a more precise cut. I then remove the unneeded vinyl. I pull it away slowly in case I missed a spot cutting. That way it doesn't pull or stretch the vinyl where I didn't intend. Next, I'll begin working on improving the embossing. Using a clean rag, I'll rub the vinyl so that it could begin to take shape of each letter. Using this rubber tool I have, I can work around the edges of the letters to get a more refined finish. If at some point you see small pockets of air, You can use the tip of the X-Acto knife to poke small holes and use the heat gun to make the vinyl shrink and at the same time push out the air bubble. Repeat these steps over until you are happy with the embossing. Then I'll begin cutting around the camera, the flash, and the buttons on the side of the phone. Using the previous method, I'll poke small holes to remove any air bubbles and use my nail to score around the area I'll cut. Like before, I'll put light pressure on the blade. I don't want to scratch my camera or my phone, so make sure to take your time when cutting. Here I'm going to cut the camera flash using the small guide I placed earlier in the video. Small cuts like these are tricky, so try your best to make the circle as perfect as you can. Using the same technique as before, I'll push out any air bubbles and score around the buttons. Rotating my phone upside down or side to side makes it easier when cutting. These cuts should give the buttons room so that the vinyl doesn't get caught between any crevice around them. If you feel like the vinyl is making your buttons hard to press, just cut further away from each button. After a complete cut, the vinyl can easily be removed. Finally, I cut around the speaker and the charging port. You don't want to go too deep when cutting around the charging port because it can damage hardware that can leave your phone unable to charge, so be careful. Using a new and sharp blade will make it easier to cut around the small speakers. After everything is done, I'll inspect the phone to see if there are any areas that need to be refined. And when all is said and done, this is what you get. A color shifting vinyl wrap phone. There are so many types of wraps, colors, and styles that after you wrap one phone, you're gonna wanna wrap another one and another one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.